check of our starting lineups for both teams. First, for the Heat, Chalmers and D. Wade are the guards. And playing at the 5, the always versatile 6'11" star big man, able to score inside and out, Chris Bosh. And it's LeBron James, and it's Haslam in at the 4. And for Portland, Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. And playing at the center position, one of the Lopez twins out of Stanford, 7-foot banger, Robin Lopez. Then there's Batum, and it's Aldridge in at the 4 spot.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup. You know, at 33 and 49 on the season last year, the Blazers were well below 500, but they were a 500 team against the Eastern Conference.
LeBron, no good.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide-open look.
Haslam against Lillard. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Off target from outside. Portland, as you said, was 500 against the East last season. They were 15 up and 15 down. You know, you look at how other teams with that record fared against the East, and Steve, 500 isn't bad.
Well, usually when you finish 16 games under 500 for the season, as the Blazers did, you don't go 500 against either conference. But, you know, they happen to just have a good matchup, apparently, with a lot of their Eastern opponents, and they did pretty well.
Only 3 teams in the entire Eastern Conference had a better than 500 record against the West, and no surprise the Heat were one of those 3, and they were dominant against Western Conference opponents all year long.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Lillard against Chalmers. Matthews dishes to Aldridge. And it's Miami with the rebound. Mark, adding on to what you were saying about the Heat versus the West, they ended up 25-5, which is incredible, Steve, given how many tough teams that are in the Western Conference.
That's amazing, Kevin. They had a better record against the West than they did against the East in terms of their winning percentage. So I think that speaks to just how motivated Miami was when they went out on the road to the West in particular to really show everybody how good they were.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Portland moving the ball around. Bosh against Lopez. Matthews up top. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5.
Well, with him, what immediately comes to mind is the long-range shooting. I mean, he can knock down shots from anywhere, and, of course, that forces the defense to locate him at all times.
And you know what else, Steve? Watching him run the pick and roll is like watching poetry in motion. I mean, this guy has that basic play down pat. He's unstoppable when he runs it. Well, you know, with LeBron James as the main post threat on Miami, the outside shooting touch of Chris Bosh fits perfectly to help them space the floor, and he continues to expand his range.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 5. Back to Aldridge. And the layup's good off the glass.
Beautiful dish down low.
So it's Miami now, trailing by 5. We talk about Bosh in his shooting range. He's trying to develop a reliable three-point shot as well.
Well, it's happened. In the playoffs last year, he shot a lot of threes. It's kind of a function of the Miami offense, trying to provide floor spacing for LeBron and Wade. But in some ways, it takes Bosh away from what's made him good, too, the slashing and the ability to score around the basket.
Now Lillard, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Batum with the 3. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Eric Spoelstra. He said tonight is all about putting in the extra effort on the defensive end. Coach went on to say, I put up a challenge to each and every one of my players tonight. If every player can keep their opponent from below their normal scoring numbers, they'll get the next practice off. Sounds like good motivation, gentlemen.
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
I don't know, Kevin. I'm not sure they should be more focused on their opponent than they are on themselves.
That is sort of the way it sounds, Steve, but still, I don't think a defense-first mindset is ever a bad thing.
Here's Lillard following the basket by LeBron James. And Leonard backs down. Anderson with the block. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Leonard's got his first basket. 1:24 left in the first quarter. And Cole kicks to Anderson. The kick out to LeBron. And it's Miami with another.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
Lillard outside. Back to Robinson. Outside Matthews. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
A different look now for Portland. Jarrell Wright's checked in for Matthews. And Mo Williams subbed in for Damian Lillard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Trailblazers leading by 3. Now Williams. Batum passes to Williams. Let's go. Here's Leonard. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Leonard's got his second bucket.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Up top, Batum. He's guarded by Battier. And Batum kicks to Williams. Good on the triple. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Battier with it. From deep, LeBron. Good!
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Trailblazers out in front, up by 5. From the Rose Garden in Portland, Oregon, we're now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
How about the work on the offensive glass to this point, guys?
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And Shane Battier gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
The Heat making a switch here. Wade's checked in. Battier kicks to Wade. Wade, right side. It's back to Battier. He passes to LeBron. They get it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
That's a poor possession. You just give away the ball with a sloppy pass.
And Miami making a change here. Chalmers is checked in.
But coming off a title last year, you always wonder if a team will maybe relax a little bit. They usually won't admit to it, but Chris Bosh readily said it at times that his team had a difficult time lighting that fire again.
Williams can't hit. Here's Aldridge. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, Aldridge is not a name that you think of when you talk about the best power forwards in the game, but I think he's right there. The ability to score down on the block. He can pass out of the double team. He can step away from the basket and knock down a shot, and he's a good offensive rebounder as well.
And Steve, even though LaMarcus isn't the beefiest player, he doesn't have a lot of weight, he's got tremendous balance and knows how to use his body. He'll make his move, get fouled, but still have the balance and the footwork to finish the play and get 3 points out of the possession.
I'm going to go back to what Bosh said. I think that is true for every team, Clark, that comes off a championship, but they usually don't admit it like Bosh did.
Well, you know what? Once you've won it all, there is a bit of a relief and a little malaise that may settle over you, but I've always respected Bosh's candor. He's a guy who doesn't bite his tongue, and he articulates what he feels. And I think it's impressive that they fought back to the finals once more, because that shows they eventually did recapture that fire.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, LeBron James, a career 33% shooter from long range, had never shot over 36% from long range until last year, when he shot over 40% from deep. He said over the summer working out, he punished himself for missed threes by running wind sprints. And with the Heat, he challenged Ray Allen to three-point contest, with the loser doing push-ups. James said he lost more than he won, but as much as he hates to lose, that competition drove him to improve. Kevin?
You know, you hear it all the time, Doris. Lead by example. He's a hard act to follow with his work ethic. Clock at 4. Here's Williams. Another shot. No good. Solid defense there from Haslem. The Heat trail by 3. Here's LeBron. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. 12 points for LeBron.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking, and they've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Lillard against Chalmers. Aldridge backing in. No good off the back of the rim. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter.
Well, what a series it was in the finals a year ago. Such great basketball. Two teams that like to play up-tempo. And I'll tell you, the Spurs had Miami. They had the series in the bag. They were one play away from wrapping it up in Game 6, but the miracle comeback from the Heat that led to the Game 7 victory and another title for the Miami Heat.
Lillard dishes to Aldridge. He feeds it to Williams. Again, the miss by Williams.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
And there's Mario Chalmers on the assist by Bosh. Chalmers has got his first points in this one.
Man, their offense is really cranked up in the second quarter.
Yeah, they've got it going now. Above 60% shooting for the night, and it's going to be tough to beat them when they shoot it like that.
Lopez kicks to Williams. They need this one. And there's the rejection. And here's the fast break. Chalmers leading the way. LeBron passes to Wade. No problems knocking that one down. And now a 4-point Heat lead. Clark, it was interesting because the games themselves weren't particularly close through the first half of the series, but things started to get really tight when they left San Antonio after Game 5.
How about that, Kevin? You talk about things tightening up. We had a game for the ages in Game 6. 28.6 seconds to go. The Spurs +5. Miami needed a miracle, and they found it in the form of timely three-point shooting and got some help from the San Antonio Spurs missing some free throws.
The Game 6 was about as intense an NBA game as you'll ever see.
Oh, it was off the charts. Absolutely fantastic.
Shane Battier is checked in for the Heat.
Well, LeBron James was probably his best season statistically a year ago. I don't think there's any question about it, guys. I mean, certainly it was his most efficient offensive season. I mean, he had career highs of 56% shooting from the floor and 41% from long range. I don't know if we've seen a player of his size put together those kinds of numbers with the types of shots that he takes. I mean, just absolutely stunning what he did in terms of his efficiency last season.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
There's a minute 34 left in the second quarter. Wade outside. Deflected. Williams with the steal. Will it go? And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Williams has got 5 now. And for LeBron James this season before last, he really focused on scoring in the post. You know, Steve, using his size and strength.
And we've seen his field goal percentage climb as a result. The low post work, I think the selection, too, he shoots fewer three-pointers but a higher percentage. So now, you know, how do you guard the guy? He's got everything in the package.
Chris Anderson is checked in for Udonis Haslem. Matthews into the lane, and he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Heat?
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break.
Ray Allen is checked in for Mario Chalmers.
You know, for now, the Trailblazers are still the basketball team in the Pacific Northwest. You know, Seattle made a strong push to acquire the Kings, made a record bid, but the owners decided that Sacramento had done its part to keep the Kings, and so Seattle has to wait.
Wesley Matthews on the wing. Back to Lillard. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half. It's Williams with the drive. The pass to Robinson. The second chance effort, and that one's good. On offense, here are the Heat. They're on a 14-6 run. Battier dishes to Wade. Williams with the steal. Now on against Matthews. Here's Robinson, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Gets the bucket. Here's Lillard. No luck. And we're through two here in a good one. Heat lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Halftime at the Rose Garden in a close one. Welcome, everyone. I'm Damon Bruce. Miami up on top against Portland. They're scoring effortlessly. The defense has been completely overmatched. LeBron has been on a roll in the first half. He's got 15 points, and he's had some good court vision, helping out in the assist department as well. But the Trailblazers getting after it as well. Their work on the offensive boards, a big factor. Great effort out there. A nice contribution by Mo Williams. He's giving them a lift. He's got 5 points. And on the defensive side of the floor, he's definitely been contributing with some focused defensive work. And that'll be all for now. Thanks so much for joining us. The third quarter just about to get underway.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out, and so far, just another big scoring night for him.
Typically, when he puts up that many points in the first half, he's going to follow it up with a better second half. We'll see if that happens here. You know, Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra worked his way up from the very bottom in that organization. I mean, he got his start as a video coordinator, and through years of hard work and dedication, has really become an outstanding coach.
That drops. LeBron's got 17 now.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
And Lillard kicks to Batum. Back to Lillard. On the wing, Batum. And it's Wade with the rebound. Wade's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And back to Coach Eric Spoelstra as a guy who got his start as a video coordinator, picking the game apart. Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat movement, analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I've had a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced stats is just as a conversation piece in the coaching room. Their analytics department will bring them various information, and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff to do.
And there's Mario Chalmers on the assist by Wade. Chalmers has got his second basket of the game. Trailblazers trail by 4. Now a timeout called by Portland. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back out to the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical, it's been fast, it's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
One more time, give it up. Laser Dancers.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Lillard attacking. Lopez left side. No good. And Miami the other way now.
Well, Miami stormed through the regular season and were viewed as the clear-cut favorites to come out of the East, but it was not as easy as expected. After sweeping Milwaukee, the Bulls gave them a scare, then the Pacers really took them deep, all the way to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Batum attacking. Takes it into the teeth of the lead and converts the layup. Batum's got 5 now.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And for the Heat, the Pacers were their first real test, it seemed, and they had to survive a win or go home against him. It almost seemed, Clark, to take away any momentum they might have had when they went up against the Spurs in the finals.
You know, it's interesting. When I think of momentum in the playoffs, it doesn't carry over from game to game or series to series. I think each game, Kevin, is really an entity in and of itself. That said, Miami found a way, despite being pushed by the Pacers and being pushed by the Spurs, both to Game 7. It came down to LeBron James's brilliance, but also the hot shooting of a complimentary role-playing winner, Shane Battier. Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Norris Cole, he's checked in for the Heat. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Lillard gets the screen from Lopez. So they take the lead. 7 points for Damian Lillard.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Well, Damian Lillard joins the list of outstanding great point guards out of Oakland, California. You go back to guys like Gary Payton, Jason Kidd, even Brian Shaw, who won titles as a player and coach in L.A. Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
And Lillard has some connection to those great players in Oakland. He started high school with Jason Kidd's alma mater, St. Joseph.
Yeah, he also worked on his defense in the summer with Gary Payton. There's a really strong connection with those Oakland players, and Lillard just another in a long line of unbelievable talent coming out of the Bay Area.
Runaway Rookie of the Year winner. He was terrific.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time, but if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Kept alive. Reverses. Here's Wade. The feed to Cole. Second shot opportunity. The shot is off. Aldridge with some nice D. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Rejected by LeBron. Wade drives in. Feeds to Bosh. Rebound by the Trailblazers. 1:31 left in the third. Lillard, the pass to Matthews. Doubled by Haslem. Matthews dishes to Lillard. Aldridge, covered by LeBron. Aldridge kicks to Lillard. Outside for Batum. 4 on the clock. Tipped. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. That's good.
Well, the number one priority for defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And you can't talk about him without mentioning his great passing ability. Not just the right pass, not just perfect placement, but excellent timing to spring his guys for the best possible look.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Lopez. And Darrell Wright is subbed in for Wesley Matthews. And Lillard kicks to Batum. Into LaMarcus Aldridge. Drops in the layup for 2. Aldridge has got 8 points here in this quarter.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Pass to Chalmers. Good ball movement here by Miami. And it's Cole missing. They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they need to play it smart. Make sure you get a good shot first and then maybe a second possession.
Aldridge, the pass to Batum. Kicks to Wright. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Cole with the rebound. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Battier kicks to Chalmers. To the middle, Cole. And he banks in the layup. And the Heat lead by 1. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Well, the fans love it. I mean, a tug of war, back and forth affair. But if you're a coach, there's a little frustration here. You're trying to pull ahead, but pretty evenly matched game.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Miami ahead, up 1 from the road. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they're getting the ball inside, which is what I like. High percentage shots down on the block and in the paint area.
Allen in the post, right on him. Allen kicks to Anderson. Second chance shot, no good. Solid defense right there from Leonard. Pass to Matthews. All sorts of time. Yep, right through the net. Matthews has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Trailblazers. And Chalmers kicks to Allen. Wade dishes to Anderson. Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Chalmers. He feeds it to Anderson. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
So they haven't gotten much production from him, but they remain in the lead.
A different look for Miami. Robin Lopez is checked in for Myers Leonard. Batum comes in for Jarrell Wright. And Mo Williams subbed in for Damian Lillard.
Well, for the Portland Trailblazers, a new training staff hired over from Oklahoma City. They let go of their previous trainer who'd been with the team for 19 seasons. Fair or not, I think the seat got hot after all the injuries that were really devastating this team.
And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. And the Heat making a change here. James is checked in. Allen inside the three-point line. And right on target. Good.
Perfect inbounds pass and an easy 2 points.
And for the Blazers, statistically the most injured team in the NBA club from 2009 through 2012.
And the new training staff is advanced in not just injury treatment, but injury prevention. And that's key, using strength bands, recording baseline measurements for muscle strength and flexibility, even using Eastern medicine. So they're not leaving any stone unturned.
It's a great play under the boards for him. And you know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
Aldridge against Bosch. Aldridge kicks to Matthews. Outside Williams. Steps back and fires. Jump shot is good that time. The Heat leading by 3. Wade kicks to Bosch. Lopez with the steal. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Into LaMarcus Aldridge. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power in the dunk.
Man, guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Batum for three, and that one's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 2. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Trailblazers.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
That one misses. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Matthews passes to Lillard. Outside Aldridge. Back to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. LeBron grabs the miss. LeBron's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Battier dishes to Bosh. LeBron gets to Chalmers. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Battier. The shot will not go. Great D that time from Batum. Portland leading. Matthews into the lane, and the shot is good.
You can tell they're much more comfortable here. They look at ease. It seems like it took them the entire half before they finally shook the cobweb. They came out sluggish and didn't shoot it well in the first half at all.
And the basket by Wade. Now a timeout called by Portland. The score is tied at 50. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Shane Battier. Lillard against Chalmers. Lillard the pass to Batum. Back to Lillard. Great pass to set up the lane.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results too.
It's a great formula, and it's really a sign that the offense is clicking.
Wade dishes to Bosh. Out to Wade. The baseline J. Another miss by Wade. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. It's hauled in by the Heat. And Haslem kicks to Bosh. He dishes it to Wade. And the pass to Haslem. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got his 5th assist in this one. Lillard with it. Now guarded by Mario Chalmers. And Matthews kicks to Aldridge. Some solid defense from Bosh. Heat have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. LeBron left side. Dishes it to Chalmers. Wade up top. He kicks it to Haslem. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Here's the floater with the putback. Bosh grabs the miss. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Chalmers kicks to Wade. The dish to Bosh. To take the lead. Good D by Lopez. Now a timeout called by Portland. And for Portland, they're shooting at a 46% clip in the fourth quarter. Chalmers against Lillard. Up top, Batum for 3. Tries to keep it alive. Off target from downtown. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. It'll be the Heat off the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Batum with the steal. And there's the feed to Lillard. And Matthews throws it down.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Lillard, the pass to Matthews. Outside for Batum. Back to Matthews. Feeds to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lopez, and that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Wade kicks to Chalmers. Bosch, Lopez covering. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And he drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so Bosch nails both of them.
That was critical, guys. Absolutely critical. And, you know, that's what we're used to seeing out of him.
Pass to Batum. Back to Lillard. He passes to Batum. Kicks it to Lopez. Lays it up and banks it in. Lopez has got 4 points in the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two teams.
Defensively, the intensity just hasn't been there. They've got to pick up the pace.
Wade from outside. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Here's Lillard. 1:25 left in the first overtime. Back to Lopez. And it's blocked by Bosch. LeBron James on the wing. Batum with the steal. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up.
You look at what Lillard has done so far. He has 9 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision, Clark, has been phenomenal. I mean, he could not be passing the ball any better than he is right now.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Passes it to Wade. Got a piece of it. Matthews with the steal. Lillard with it. Wade picks him up. Lillard attacking. He feeds it to Lopez. And it's blocked by Bosch.
And the clock is their worst enemy right now.
Yeah, they've got to work very quickly here, Steve.
Right side Bosch. It's tipped and stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Yeah, with that basket, you would have to think this lead is safe.
Well, if not 100% safe, certainly 95%.
The 3 from Chalmers sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Clark, no room for error
Kevin,
here.
got to be perfect from here on out. You're exactly right.
And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. Timeout called, the Heat. They're down by 7. There's 18 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Guys, what's your take?
Well, this one's in the bag. I mean, I commend them for really putting forth the effort until the very end. But this thing's over.
You know, sometimes you just have to throw up the white towel and let fate run its course so you can get on to the next game.
Here's Kraft. And so it's Portland winning this one. Clark, what a game.
Yeah, they kept their cool, stayed with the game plan, and that's why they came out on top.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
Ladies and gentlemen, H to the Izzo. I want to thank everybody out there for their purchase. You surely appreciate it. What you about to witness is my thoughts. Just my thoughts, man. Right or wrong.